Hello, Mr. Manor. My name is Cecile Morris, and today I'll be doing your respiratory examination.
Okay.
At any point during this examination, if you have any questions for me, please feel free to stop me. So the first thing I want to do today is just inspect your breathing.
Okay.
I'm going to inspect you, watch you breathe. I'm making sure that it's effortless, making sure that your diaphragm is rising and falling, and it's effortless. Making sure that you're not using any accessory muscles to help you breathe in, and that your rate is regular, which it is. So the next part of this examination is palpating your chest. So I'm going to be touching on your chest area, just making sure that you have no tenderness. Okay. Any tenderness. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tactile firmness test, Mr. Manor. I'm going to place the side of my hand across your chest, and every time I place it on a different area of your chest, I'm going to ask you to say 99 for me.
All right. 99, 99, 99, 99, 99.
So the tactile firmness test was symmetrical on both sides. It was muffled. I could hear it the same on both sides.
Good.
So the next test I'm going to do, Mr. Manor, is the percussion test.
Okay.
I'm going to be percussing on your chest just to listen to the sound. Okay. What I want to hear, because your chest, your lungs is filled with air. So what I'm looking for is a resonant sound and not a dullness. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to start over here on the right, placing the palm of my hand on your chest, and I'm going to percuss all the way across. Okay.
Okay.
Comparing sides. Okay. So resonant sound on both sides. So it's symmetrical for both sides of the lung field. So the next thing I'm going to do, Mr. Manor, is I'm going to use my stethoscope to listen to your lung field. Okay. So every time my stethoscope hits your chest or your skin, please go ahead and breathe in for me.
All right.
Okay. So again, the lung fields, they're clear, abnormal sound, breathing effortless on both sides. So I'm going to assess the back part of the posterior side of your lung field, Mr. Manor. So if you'll go ahead and turn around for me. So again, what I'm doing is inspecting your breathing effort. I'm just looking on the back side here to make sure that it's effortless. The rate is effortless. You're not using any additional muscles to help you breathe, and that your rate is good, which it is.
All right.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, Mr. Manor, is palpating, which I'm going to be touching, just feeling for any tenderness, making sure that it's symmetrical. Again, I'm going to be doing the tactile firmness test, where I place my hand on your back and actually to repeat 99 for me, okay?
All right.
But first, I'm going to palpate just to check in for tenderness, okay? So I'm going to place my hand on the back of my hand on your back, and every time I place it, please go ahead and say 99 for me.
All right. 99, 99.
Okay. Again, the tactile firmness test was symmetrical on both sides. I could hear it the same on both sides. It wasn't muffled, so no abnormal findings there. So the next thing I'm going to do, Mr. Manor, is I'm going to percuss, okay, like I did on the front. So I'm going to place it upon my hand, and I'm going to travel across from the right to the left, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, so resonant sound on both sides, symmetrical. Okay, I'm going to percuss again, but I'm going to do ask you to hold your breath for me.
Okay.
Breathe in and then hold your breath as I percuss down on your right side, okay?
Okay.
Breathe in and hold your breath. Breathe. Okay, so I'm doing the diaphragmatic excursion test. So what I just asked Mr. Manor to do is to hold his breath, breathe in and hold his breath. So the border of the diaphragm is right here. So now I'm going to ask him to do the same for the left side. So now go ahead and breathe in for me and hold your breath for me, Mr. Manor. Okay, so the change was right here on his back, pretty much right here for the same, and it should be the same for both, which it is.
Okay.
So resonance sound here and then dullness right here at the border. So now I'm going to ask you to breathe in for me, Mr. Manor, and then breathe out. Okay. So I could hear the change right here. So the resonant sound stop right here, and then this is where I mark the border for the diaphragm. So diaphragmatic excursion, if I was marking, I would mark here, and it would be right there on the right side. Okay, we're going to do the same for the left, okay?
All right.
So take a deep breath for me, and then blow it out. Okay, so it changed right there. So if I'm looking at the marker, it would be the same. I'm eyeballing it on the same. So resonant sound here and it stopped there. And then this is where I had marked for the dullness on the border of the diaphragm. So that's for the diaphragmatic test. So next I'm going to compare the breathing on both sides of the lungs. As Mr. Manor take a deep breath. So what I'm going to ask you to do, Mr. Manor, I'm going to place my hand around your back area, and then I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath in and out, okay?
Okay.
Breathe in, again. Okay. So I'm comparing lung expansion, and so when I place my hand on his back and I asked him to take a deep breath, my hand did expand with every breath. Then as he relaxed, it came back in. So it was good. You can turn back around to Mr. Manor. So that will conclude the respiratory examination today, Mr. Manor. Do you have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.